guys, welcome to my live broadcasts. Though this is the first time I'm going live on YouTube, and I pray and I hope for positive vibes only. Positive vibes only. Lots of fun from my fans and my subscribers. So, guys, I came on live so we could talk about what is going on in your area, particularly in your area. If you're in Nigeria, you're residing in Nigeria, any of the part of the any of the states in Nigeria, any of the 36 states. So I want us to talk about what is going on right now in your area and Nigeria as a whole. So guys, don't forget to give this live stream a thumbs up, and also share with your friends, share with your loved ones, invite them. I just want us to have a kind of one-on-one chat, one-on-one conversations, talking to each other like buddies, gist buddies that we are. You know the vibe now, you know the trail. Now guys, let's talk about the flood, the issue of flood that's going on, that's happening right now in this country, because I think that's the trending thing right now in this country, Nigeria. That's one of the things that is trending right now, the flood in Nigeria. It's really alarming, trust me, it's really, really alarming. And it has caused a lot of havoc. Hi Veronica, you're welcome. Shout out to you. You're welcome to my broadcast. You're welcome. I appreciate your presence. So let's talk about this issue of flooding that's happening right now in Nigeria. It's really, really horrifying. Like, it scares me every day. Every day you come online, you go to the internet, you see people crying, you see people complaining, giving comments. This flood is too much. Can the government help us? Guys, what do you think the government can do? What do you think the government can do to handle this issue of flood? Hi Vivian. Yes, so it is to shout Jesus Christ. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Guys, like this live stream and share it because today we need to talk about this country, Nigeria. We need to talk about the solution. We need to talk about the way forward. Veronica, as always, you're welcome, dear. Now, this issue of flood, I made a video last night about this issue of flooding, and according to reports, so far it has affected over 27 states. I don't know, probably your state is not affected right now, but it has affected 27 states. And with the way it's going, it's still going down. Like, the flooding is still affecting most states. It's not even ready to stop anytime soon. Guys, what do you think is the way forward? Feel free to use the comment section though, because this our gisting today is like one-on-one gisting. Let's talk about Niger. Let's talk about our green, white, green nation. Let's talk about the way forward. Let's talk about this flooding before we go ahead to talk about CBN's new developments. What do you think about this, their new plans to redesign naira notes, to redesign 200 naira notes, to redesign 500 naira notes, redesign 1000 naira notes? Is it necessary? Is it really necessary? At this point where people are crying, people are dying, the flood is taking over people's properties, people are not saying what to eat, like means of livelihood is gone, a lot of people are displaced, and the Central Bank of Nigeria is talking about redesigning our naira notes, giving our naira notes a new look, which I don't think it's necessary right now. Now guys, we are going to be talking about all of that in this video. What is your own opinion? What is your own point of view? Now, the flood has affected over 27 states in Nigeria. And guys, we have 36 states in this country. If 27 out of 36 has been affected, so what makes you feel it won't affect more? What makes you feel the flood is not going to expand to the 36 states that we have in this country? It's really alarming. Like, it calls for thought. You understand? Now, according to reports, over 600 people have lost their lives. They have lost their lives to water. I don't know whether they are talking about babies. I don't know whether they are talking about adults, women, children. Well, guys, more than 600 people have lost their lives because of this issue of flooding in Nigeria. And now, come to think of it, and it has not ended, and the water has not dried up, and there is no hope that tomorrow, when you wake up tomorrow, the flood will not be there any longer, and you continue with your daily activities. Guys, this is so serious. This is so serious. And now, according to reports as well, over 1.4 million people have been displaced. When I talk about displaced, over 1.4 million people have been made homeless. No house to stay. Their houses, their properties are gone. Their expensive cars are gone. Their appliances, their expensive mansion is down, like it's sinking, it's in water right now. Over 1.4 million people are displaced. Then come to think of the large hectares of lands that have been lost. Good environmental practices, Veronica, good environmental practices in Nigeria is not strictly ahead. Yes, I agree with you about that. When we talk about good environmental practices, the government keeps shouting it every day. Don't throw refuse in gutters. Gutters are meant for like in gutters are meant to be free for easy passage of water. And some citizens, you see that when rain is falling, that is when they want to dispose of their waste. You see them throwing it in gutters, and at the end those gutters get blocked, and it gets blocked. And when it happens, people will start blaming the government. It's the government, oh, the government did this, oh, the government is not listening to us, so forgetting that yesterday you did this, you put dirt in the drainage. It doesn't make any sense. And Veronica, apart from the whole environmental stuff, a lot of people are saying it's because of Cameroon dam, because Cameroon opened their dam. That was what gave way for water, according to what I heard, though, according to reports, though I'm yet to make proper findings about this whole flood issue. They said years back, our Nigerian leaders and the Cameroon leaders agreed to do this whole dam where water will be controlled, where this heavy water will be controlled. And now Cameroon leaders did their own. Now Nigerian leaders started their own, but they were not able to complete it. I think they left the project halfway. And now water was beginning to affect Cameroonians. Like they're beginning to have issue of flooding. So they were now looking for a way to let the water out, and they opened their dam. So like 90%, or should I even say 80% of the water that came from Cameroon now came into Nigeria. Though I can't tell if that's the exact reason, that's the exact cause of this flood. Because at some point I'm left to believe it, because if I say rain, if I should say the rainfall, government on the other side is being relaxed. Yes, Veronica, government is being relaxed. What do you think government should do to, like, okay, dustbins on the road, full trash cans? Yes, I know it's the role of the government, like people in that department, to always make sure that the trash cans, like all these how do I call it, all these dustbins are being emptied when it's full. But at times you see it will full like that and nobody will want to answer it. But talking about those dirt, if it has started small small, like if the flood started little by little, okay, we'll suspect, yes, probably it's those dirt, because the government was not doing what it needed to do, that the dirt blocked all the drainage areas. But if it started small small, would have understood. But this one, see the force, see the weight of the water, see the way the water entered into the states with force. Veronica, will you tell me that that one too is because of the government lack of whatever? Seriously, I'm left to believe that yes, maybe it's what people are saying about this whole Cameroon dam, Nigerian dam, that caused this flood. Seriously. And now, aside the flood, Most people, their means of livelihood, let's talk about people in the villages. Their means of livelihood is farming. They farm. From their produce they feed, from their produce they sell and make a living for themselves. Now imagine those states where this flood has covered everywhere. They don't have where to farm. They don't even have their marketplace where they could sit and sell their produce. How do you think they are surviving? How do you think they survive? It's really alarming. Seriously, it's really, really alarming. It calls for concern. No, now people are saying government is not acting. Government should do something about the flood. Government should provide a solution. But guys, at the same time, these governments we are talking about, they are not magicians. So they are not magicians. If it's true that it's because of that Cameroon dam and Nigeria dam, then the government, I would say the government should go back and visit the past and look for a way out. Because as I was just walking and somebody said people are complaining of the flood already. This is just the first phase. The flood has not even started. Cameroon is about to release another like about to release water again. And I'm not like, geez, if they release this small one and the flood is like this, if they now release another water, like if they release the second phase of the water, what is going to happen? If this first phase that they released, over 27 states in Nigeria have been affected. Okay, if they release the second state, definitely the whole 36 states is gone now. The whole 36 states in Nigeria is gone. Guys, welcome to my live broadcast. Welcome to my live stream. Like I said, this is the first time I'm going live on YouTube. So don't forget to give this live stream a thumbs up. Like, give it a thumbs up. And also share the live stream with your friends. Let's talk about Nigeria. Let's talk about this issue of flooding. I want this to be a kind of one-on-one chat, one-on-one conversation. You can drop your opinion in the comment section below. Talk about this flood in the comment section below. Let's talk about the way forward. Is the government to blame here? Are we to blame the government? Are we to blame the masses, like for putting refuse, disposing their refuse in the gutters? Are we to blame the masses? Are we to blame the government? Who is to blame? And now that it has happened, okay, let's leave blaming people. Let's forget blaming the government. Let's forget blaming the masses. What is the way out? What do you think is the solution to it? You might say the flood has not affected you. You might say, after all, I'm only watching it on news. It has not gotten to my area. But guys, forget that thing. You have relatives, you have loved ones, you have friends that might be affected by this flood in one way or the other. So you can't say it's not your concern. You can't say it's not your business. You can't say the flooding is not your business. If this flood has affected 27 states out of 36 states in Nigeria, so what is the possibility that the remaining states will not be affected? So I really want us to talk about this issue of flooding in Nigeria. What do you think is the way out? What do you think should be done to control it? Thinking of how many lives have been lost, thinking of how many properties have been lost, millions of naira down the water, people's houses. You see some videos, story buildings. The first part of the story building is already in water, and now the up part. I'm not saying, okay, even if people decide to stay in the up part, how would they pass to go to the up? You have to swim. To climb the stairs to get to the up to survive, you have to swim through water. So guys, let's talk about this thing. And yesterday, one of the ex Big Brother housemates that I really like for what she's doing right now is Nengi. Guys, Nengi is trying her best. Nengi is trying her best to make sure people that are affected by this flood get something. Like, you see her going far, buying things, foodstuffs, relief materials, and sending to these IDP camps. And she even made a video yesterday and she was like, I feel for these people. They are suffering a lot. That she went to one of the states, is it Bayelsa? I think she said she went to Bayelsa one of these days, and a bag of rice is sold for 65,000 naira because of the flood. 65,000 for one bag of rice. Now imagine a family that has over 5 people, 5 children. How do you think the parents will cope? How do you think the children will feed? And we are saying a better Nigeria. How do you think they will survive? Okay, imagine children that were in school already. They have to stop school because of this flood. And people, okay, like people that don't have where to go to. People that don't have where to go to. So guys, what is your opinion on this? What is your opinion? What do you think is the way out? What do you think? What do you think the government should do? What do you think is the solution to this whole flooding? While I await your answers, while I await your comments in the comment section, guys, let's talk about this new development from CBN, Central Bank of Nigeria. Guys, it's no longer news, so it's no longer news. Central Bank of Nigeria announced yesterday, being Wednesday, that they want to redesign our naira notes. They want to give it a new look. I don't know whether they are changing the size. I don't know whether they are changing the color. I don't know whether they are changing the faces of people on the notes. But they say from December, I think they said December 15th or so, that the new naira note will be in circulation. And I'm not asking myself, I'm not wondering, seriously, at this point where people are dying, at this point where water is swallowing states in this country, and all CBN could think of is to rebrand naira notes. Now, it's not all the notes, it's not all the naira notes they are thinking of rebranding. They said 200 naira, 500 naira, and 1,000 naira will have a new look come December. That's in just how many months from now? Guys, what is your opinion on this one? What is your take on this one? The whole rebranding of our naira notes, is it even necessary? Is it necessary? Feel free to drop a comment in the comment section, guys. Feel free to talk to your baby, talk to your homie in the comment section. Guys, make me your gist plug. What do you think? The whole CBN rebranding naira notes, is it necessary? Drop your own opinion in the comment section. And now, here is the reason why they say they want to change the look of our 200 naira, our 500 naira, and our 1,000 naira. According to the statement that the boss, governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, gave, he said that is to curb the insecurity in the country. Like, is a measure to reduce the amount of insecurity in the country. And he now explained, he said, like, all these kidnappers, when they go for kidnapping and they'll demand ransom, billions of naira for ransom, and you see them giving them cash, that is because the money is too much. The money in circulation, the money out there is too much so they need a way to mop up the money in circulation to reduce it. And I'm like, wow, seriously? Now I'm here to see reactions. I'm here to see conclusions, like how people are reacting to this, because I've not heard a lot of people talk about this. I've not heard people reacting to this, whether it's a good development, whether it's a welcomed idea, or it's not. Guys, feel free to talk to me in the comment section below. Talk to me down there. Let's talk about Niger. Seriously, let's talk about Niger. See, if somebody wants to talk about our country, you need about 10 hardcover exercise books to sit down and start writing. If you want to write about this country, there is a lot to say. Oh, there is a lot to say. But today we'll just talk about the issue of flooding, and the whole CBN new development. What do you think about it? Feel free to talk to me in the comment section below. And also, as I said, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and drop your own opinion in the comment section below. What do you think is going on right now? What do you think is the solution to this whole issue of flooding in Nigeria right now? What's the way forward? It's not easy. People have lost their lives. People have lost their friends, their families. You can't even live your normal life again. All those states that are affected by the flood, you can't go about your normal activities any longer. Like people that go to offices in the morning, you can't just wake up and wear your clothes and be like, okay, I'm going to my workplace. How you want to take reach there? You want enter boat? You want enter canoe? Abi you want swim? So it's really hard for people living in those areas. And few days ago, the federal government released red flag alerts. Was like, e now mention some areas, some parts of the country. If you're living in this area, I can't remember the number of the places he mentioned, but he said if all those people living in those areas needs to find way to move out. And I'm like, how about people that don't have the resources? How about people that don't have who to go and stay with? How do they move out? Who they wan go stay with? With this country now that things are very hard, especially feeding. You wan come carry your 10 children, your 5 children, go stay with person for house. Ah, it's not easy. It is not easy. Wahala, flood. This issue of flooding, people are saying it's been a decade since they experienced this issue of flooding, and this one that happened this year is more than what happened a long time ago. It's way more than what they could handle. Like, it's too much. The weight of the flood is too much. So guys, like I said, this live session is supposed to be an interactive live session. You can feel free to drop your opinion, your questions in the comment section, and I will surely talk about it. And guys, there is a link in my description box. There's a link in my description box. I don't think I added it in this live session, but if you check my other videos, previous videos, there's a link in my description. And guys, that link is a link to my second YouTube channel, my other YouTube channel. And in that channel, I talk about celebrities. Yes, in this channel, I talk about celebrities as well. But in that one, all I do is talk about give you facts, raw facts about your favorite celebrities. Davido, Tiwa Savage, like, name them. So I give you raw facts about them, what they are up to, their net worth, their lifestyles, and all of that. So guys, you don't want to miss out. Subscribe to my other YouTube channel as well. Just click the link in the description of one of my videos, and it will take you straight. Or you just check my channel page. You get the link down there. I'm surprised nobody's talking to me. I'm surprised nobody's telling me about Nigeria, because I expected to come and hear a lot about this our great country, Nigeria. I'm not imagining Christmas is coming in few months. Christmas is coming. All these people that are affected by this flood, how are they not going to celebrate Christmas with their family? It's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard. Like there's not going to be coming together, family members, like celebrating Christmas, sharing love, sharing lives. Ooh, it's serious. I know you might say the flood has not gotten to you yet. I know you might say it's none of your business, that you're only hearing about the flood on social media. You're only seeing it on televisions. But guys, people are suffering. People are suffering out there. There is one of the states that was affected by the flood, and the person was now like, we walk in the cemetery, we notice that dead bodies are floating. Eh? Guys, not be only the living na this flood affect o. Even people wey don die too, the flood affect them. Like dead bodies are coming out from the ground and they are now floating in the water. I'm not imagining the sickness, like people that are inhaling the water, bathing with the water, like. And recently somebody even said, this flood though, it has started bringing snakes, dangerous reptiles are beginning to like swim in the water. And I'm not saying people, what about people that are in the water? They will definitely be affected. So if you have somebody out there, or you know somebody out there that is affected by this flood, or probably you don't know whether the person is affected by the flood because you have not spoken with the person in a long while, try to reach out. Try to reach out. Because 27 states out of 36 states, you might not even know which of the state is involved and which of the state is not involved in this whole flooding issues. Try to reach out to your loved ones, call them, how are you doing? I hope this flood does not affect you. I hope this issue of flooding did not affect you. How is family? Like, try to check up on your loved ones. That's only when you will know how they are faring. Try to check up on them because it's really, really hard. Trust me when I say it's really hard. It's really hard out there. A bag of rice being sold at 65,000 because of the flood though. Then now imagine how much other things are being sold. So try to reach out to a friend, call a friend, tell a friend to call a friend, check up on somebody, and be sure they are doing okay, because you can't predict. You can't predict it. And for the whole CBN matter, CBN redesigning our naira notes, at this moment I really don't know what to say, because the notice is really short. They are giving us a short notice, and according to them they say from 15th, when the new naira will be in circulation, that everybody will be given till I think January something, to go to the bank and change their old notes, change their old naira notes with the new one. I think they say from 2023 the old currency, the old naira notes will not be accepted. And I'm now wondering, how about people that have gone and buried money in the ground? All these people that are doing saving box, hundreds of thousands in their saving box. This is serious. Sha, if they feel this is the only way they can reduce the insecurities, the kidnapping, then fine. They should go ahead with it. So guys, thank you so much for all the people, everybody that joined my live stream today. Thank you for making it lively. Veronica, I don't know if you're still up there. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your like. For the people that liked this live stream, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Like I said, today is the first time. This is the first time I'm going live on YouTube. Yes. And I expected the live session to be lively, like come together. Though I know it's my fault, I didn't give a prior notice. I didn't put it out there that I'll be going live. So, guys, see you next time. Thank you for joining my live stream. Like I said, thank you for sharing. Thank you for the likes. And also feel free to drop a comment in the comment section below. If you have any question, feel free to ask in the comment section below and I will definitely answer you. And guys, I'm open for sponsorships. I'm open for adverts. If you want me to advertise your product, if you want me to help you do paid sponsorship, feel free to email me, chat me up on any of my social media platform and I will reply you. Okay, thank you guys, see you next time.